Once upon a time, in a quiet town nestled between the mountains and the sea, there lived a man named Harun. He was known far and wide, not for his strength, not for his wealth, but for the bridges he built. But Harun was not an engineer, nor did he work with stone or steel. The bridges he built were of a different kind. As a young man, Harun was full of ambition. He wanted to be great, not just known, but remembered. Every morning, he trained his body, sharpened his mind, and pushed himself to achieve more than the day before. For him, success was a straight road, clear, fast, and meant only for those who raced. One year, the king announced a royal competition. The one who reaches the top of Mount Kaza before sunset, the king proclaimed, will be granted any wish of their heart. It was the opportunity Harun had waited for his whole life. On the morning of the race, hundreds gathered at the foot of the mountain. Some were swift warriors, others wise elders, and many were simply dreamers. As the sun rose, the horn blew, and the race began. Harun took off like an arrow. He ran past the trees, over the rocks, splashing through cold streams. Every time he passed another racer, his chest swelled with pride. Halfway up the mountain, he noticed a boy struggling to walk, one leg dragging behind him. Harun hesitated, but only for a moment, then ran past him. He won't make it anyway, Harun thought. This is a race. Later, he passed a mother carrying her baby. She was pale and tired, but she smiled at Harun. Good luck, she whispered. He didn't respond. His eyes were fixed on the summit. By noon, the mountain thinned out. Few people were left around him now. He saw an old man resting beside a tree, breathing heavily. The old man looked up and called, "Son, could you give me a hand?" Harun glanced back, and then he kept running. Finally, as the sun dipped low, Harun reached the peak. Alone, first, victorious. The king was there, seated on a throne of stone, smiling gently. "You have arrived first," the king said. "What do you wish for?" Harun, breathless, said, "To be remembered forever, as the greatest." The king nodded. "Very well. Come, let us wait." Harun waited. Minutes passed. Hours. Eventually, the others began arriving, some limping, some carried by others. The boy with the limp made it, helped by the mother. The old man, too, made it, guided by a young girl who had chosen to walk slowly with him. The king rose and spoke. "Harun, you have finished first, but let me show you what true greatness is." He turned to the others. "Who among you stopped to help another?" Hands raised. Who shared their water, their strength, their time? More hands raised. Who was carried, but still crossed the line with dignity? Cheers broke out. The king turned back to Harun. "You see, my son, the summit is not the only measure of greatness. The journey matters. Who you help matters. The bridges you build in the hearts of others, that is what makes you truly unforgettable." Harun stood silent. For the first time, he didn't feel proud of his speed. He felt empty. That night, under the stars, Harun made a promise. He would no longer chase a lonely kind of success. He would run with others, lift them, encourage them, build bridges. Years passed, and Harun kept his word. When people crossed difficult paths, they remembered the man who helped them, the one who never left a soul behind. He never raced to the top again, but he was remembered, not for how fast he was, but for how far he helped others go. In this race called life, we often think success is about being first, being best, being seen. But the truth? It's about how you run, who you lift, what legacy you leave behind. So run your race, yes, but build bridges along the way. Because in the end, it's not the mountain you conquer, it's yourself.